So we're jumping into the makeup tutorial right now, and we're taking the Morphe M218 and we're buffing in a orange shade that I have from the Morphe 35O palette. Any orange shades will do. Whatever you have at your hand, whatever you have at your fingertips, you can use that. For this look, I mainly used the Morphe 35O palette, and I also used some of the shades in the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, but most of it was coming from the 35O and the 35B, because there was a red shade from the 35B that I used towards the end of this video, which you guys will see, and that's what helped me recreate this orangey red type of shade. So we're still taking in that orange shade with the Morphe M218, I'm sorry. And we're going to keep on buffing that orange color until we have the color payoff that we want. I will also be doing my eyebrows in this tutorial because I know I haven't done my eyebrows just yet. I will be showing you guys that today. So yeah, stay tuned. So we're just going to keep blending. And now we are taking the Morphe M139 Tapered Crease Blender. I will link everything in the description. Tapered Crease Blender. I obviously cannot talk ever in these voiceovers. So we're just going to take another orange shade from the Morphe 35O, and we're going to buff that in on top of the eye. We're going to blend, 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 so we have no harsh lines. So that's what we're going to do for the next, I don't know, 30 minutes, because I like to be precise whenever I'm doing these reddish looks. Sometimes they come out too red, sometimes they come out too orange. This one I actually took my time with it, so it did come out how I would want it. Now at the beginning it is going to look kind of crazy just because I did buff it out a lot, but in the end it's going to look all fine. So now we are going to take the Morphe Y15, and that's what we're going to use to blend, basically buff everything out. So again, you have no harsh lines, but that's what I'm using to just seam the colors all together. And I'm going in again with the Tapered Crease Blender. I obviously can't say that word, so we're just not even going to try again. And now we are taking that red shade with the same brush, and we're going to pack that on top, and then we're going to blend in Wiltshire Wiper motions. So we're just going to keep blending, till our fingers fall off, till our hands fall off. We're going to keep blending, keep bending. Wow, this is ridiculous. I can't talk at all. So we're going to keep packing on that red shade. And we're going to go back and forth from the red shade and from the orangey shades a lot in this video. Here I am taking the Y15, and we're going in with the orange shade again, so we can just pack it on, like I said, because I don't want it too red and I don't want it too orange. I want it to be just in the middle. So we're just going to blend that out, buffing it out. As you can see here, it is starting to get closer to my eyebrow, which is what I was talking about it looking kind of crazy in the beginning, but it all comes together at the end. So we're taking that blending brush that I used in the very beginning, and we're just going to keep blending. We're going to pack in that red shade until we're happy with what we see. So now we're going into the other eye. I'm not going to go too in depth on the other eye just because, like I do in my last videos, I show you guys what I'm doing in depth on the first one first. On the second one, you kind of get the hang of it, so I'm just going to take that orangey shade on that same brush that I used in the beginning of the video, and we're just going to buff that in the other eye. Now, I did prime my eyes with the Makeup Forever concealer. I don't really set my eyes with translucent powder anymore because I learned that daisy trick, so this does give me a better color payoff. So now we're going back in with the Morphe Tapered Crease Blender. Oh, look at that. I know how to talk now. We're getting it together, and we're going to blend that in so it can look like the other eye. Duh. Okay, so we're just going to keep getting color. We're making sure we're in focus. We're taking that gold Y15 brush to buff everything out just so we have no harsh lines. Sound like a broken record, but this is what it is. I will be showing you guys in depth how I applied the glitter. But here I am already trying to define my eyebrows. So this is really what I do. Sometimes I do my eyebrows at the beginning. Sometimes I do my eyebrows at the end. In this take, I'm doing my eyebrows. There we go again. Can't talk. At the very beginning. I'm just going to define the bottom of my eyebrows first. And then we're going to go in with that Eco Tools. It's a two-sided brush I got from Walmart. So I will try to find it and I will link it in the description if I do. So I'm just going to follow the natural shape of my eyebrows. I am going to arch it a little bit, and after I have it the way I want it, I will clean it up with concealer. I'm actually not using concealer to clean it up. I'm actually using the foundation that I have because I was actually mixing some foundations that I wanted to use that day. So we're just going to clean up the bottom because I kind of got carried away on the bottom side of the brow. And now we're going into the other brow and we're doing the exact same thing. On the inner part of the brow, I don't go in as heavy as I do at the beginning, but just because my hair is a little on the darker side, I am going to go in a little heavy on my eyebrows. Not as heavy to where I look like Frida Kahlo. We're not going to do that. But yeah, we're just going to go so it can match sort of kind of the hair that you have on your head. So now I'm just blending the concealer out, and this is where the magic happens. So now I'm taking that flat packer brush from Morphe that has a number all erased because I've used it so much. It's a really, really nice brush, and it's really inexpensive. So I'm just taking the glitter glue that I have that I will be linking in the description, and I'm going to take that eye candy gold glitter and I'm just going to pack it on like I just want to blind you guys. Basically, that's what I'm doing. The glitter that I used, I mixed the NYX glitter primer, and I also mixed my eyelash glue with this one. Don't judge me, it works. I barely put any Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive, which is what it is for what I use for my eyelashes. This is what I'm putting right now on my eyes. At first, I started off with the NYX glitter primer, but I do find that the NYX glitter primer doesn't stick the glitter on as well as I would want it. Sometimes it does fall out, and it does run over like on the eyeshadow whenever I open or close my eyes. Obviously, I'm going to blink throughout the day, so I don't want that to happen. So I did use this Strip Lash Adhesive from Chris with Aloe on top of the glitter primer. I didn't use a lot just because it is going to get sticky throughout the day. So I just used a little bit of it and I mixed it, and that's what didn't really make my glitter fall out as it usually did when I use the primer on its own. Now the foundations that I'm using here, I am mixing the Cover FX one that I always use in the shade G40, and I'm also mixing the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte in the shade 105. Just because I was going to be out all day, it was going to be a long day, and I didn't really want to get oily towards the end of the day, so I did use that matte foundation just so it can keep me kind of controlled. Now I'm using the same Makeup Forever concealer that I use in my past two videos, just because I did run out of my Urban Decay, so this is what we're using. And I'm not using a lot on my forehead just because a little does go a long way. So you don't really have to worry about that. So now I will be contouring, and I will be taking the same brush that I always use. I will link it in the description. I'm taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm also taking the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Highlight by Becca. We're putting that on our cheekbones all over the place because we want to blind people today. So this will be the end of the tutorial. I will be applying my eyelashes off of camera, but I will obviously show you guys the end result. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Love you guys.